Buenas, buenas. Ustedes saben que yo no soy bueno para hacer intros, así que estoy cortito y al pie nomás. Vamos a intentar hacerla más corta que el otro capítulo porque fue como 3 horas este, así que vamos a tener un poco más corto. Lo que nadie tenga ganas de fumarse 3 horas de esto. Que bueno, vamos con el episodio de hoy, loco. 20 keepers, por la verdad que no daba para andar. La ciudad buscando 20 keepers ahí durante media hora. Y agarré otra sin querer, que era la de ir a desactivar una AI que explotaba ahí enfrente. No me queda más que acá en la cita del loco. Cuando teníamos que ir, que era la cubierta de atraque. Recuerdo. Bueno, loco. Vamos a ver qué sale hoy. Ansi sexys. Ah, o ahí. Ahí está.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently.
Esa es la quest de
Technicians are
antes.
reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
No explotó si la reprogramé para que no explote.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Toma que me.
Come clean with me, Captain.
No era lo de.
You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Debiste decirme todo, ¿no?
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Saren's not going to get away this time.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
Está bien.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop it.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Oh.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard.
Gracias,
If
loco.
that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Rato, loco.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
Re enojó, loco, ¿qué onda?
The people I spoke with seem to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military's keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work for the Alliance. Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
What can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
Estaba allá arriba en torre.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if
Ahora
he'll
voy a
tell
ver.
you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
I want to know the truth about you and Sarah.
We had the plan was simple. Sneak.
The only thing
You're
I
right.
care about.
It's no good.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Where can I find Admiral Kahoku?
Last I heard, he was up in the tower trying to get the Council to
Lo vi.
investigate Bane's death. Is there anything else, Commander?
No,
I
loco.
should go.
I'll be here if you need me.
Vamos a hablar con este loco que queda más cerca, ¿no?
The Normandy combines the best of Alliance technology and Turian engineering. It shows what we're capable of if we work together.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Por acá.
No, I'm waiting
Luego,
to speak with Commander.
8.
Is there something you need? If not, I've got some things I need to take care of.
Captain Anderson said you'd have information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict vessel. I sent a recon group to investigate the system where we found his body. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
Sí, lo bueno.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
Loco.
I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
You seem to be attracting unwanted attention, Tally. Several passerbys were staring at you.
Many think less of Quarians for traveling in the flotilla and for creating the Geth. They see us as scavengers, little better than thieves.
It is natural for people to dislike rootless wanderers. If Quarians would just settle another homeworld, you would not run into such concerns.
Qué remate.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Mm,
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. Our enemy knows we're coming. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
es siempre sola.
Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Tranquilízate, Ashley, no está en Instagram.
Captain would be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Una loco.
Yes, sir.
Ah, cortó la musiquita, ¿qué onda? Repro.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Ah, loco.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know?
Yes, that's what I say.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Froelich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Froelich syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
Una loco. Ciencia muy pro.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Se rompió, boludo. Vamos, gracias
I
yo.
have to go.
La conversación.
Alright, see ya.
Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Bueno, pero ahí lo cagaron matando, loco, no te traicionó.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up
¿Me
with the
preguntabas
Alliance
ya?
as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess.
Hay que hablar con
My
el vago al
first
principio.
posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Le preguntaba
How'd you end
ya.
up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies
sure.
were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and
well.
sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations.
Creo que también le
Tends to
pregunté.
keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
No creo que me digan. Pues loco antes con. Guacho, ¿cómo anda?
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Ok.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Creo que me quedo la habitación esta. La de Anderson. Loco, ¿cómo anda? Te compré una banda de licencia. Tengo plata, pero... A ver.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Como por más barato. 98, esto. La verga igual. Mira el maestro, todas las cosas que tenés son una garcha. Lo que me encontré tirado en el piso está mejor. Por tener podría. Oh, sí. Loquito.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC
Área muy gris, loco, esa.
protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Ah, bueno lo que plantea el loco, es más o menos como yo pienso. Mirá, si el loco está asesinando gente como pasa todos los días, vale la pena meter eso, te lo cagás. Mirá si yo voy a estar poniendo plata de mi impuesto para mantener una lacra que no va a salir nunca de la cárcel. Es lo mismo, acá por ahí vale la pena agarrar a los locos a toda costa. Obviamente intentar no poner en peligro lo demás, ¿no? Pero qué sé yo. Hay veces que tenés que agarrar y decir, bueno, cerrar los ojos y decir, bueno, este chabón, ¿qué onda? Tiene 85 condenas, un loco re picante, y si no lo agarramos ahora, no lo agarramos más. A veces tenés que hacer el sacrificio, a veces no, depende de la situación, pero bueno. Obviamente con los criminales, loco, conmigo pena de muerte.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right.
A cierto punto.
Got it?
A cierto punto.
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Entiendo dónde venís, loco, pero... Sí que va a ser otra.
Commander, good to see you.
Nice ship you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
Las preguntas.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Sí,
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
No, pues claro que sí, what the fuck.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know
It makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
Algo
Ask
mucho.
a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Okay.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't
Okay.
mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Ah, loco, estaba. Te pregunté de todo.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
Sí, Shepard se llama.
Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to
Pilgrimage
survive
por
outside the
algo.
flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our
Como la esponja,
population
loco.
grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
La verdad.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began.
No te atacaban.
That most of the
Loco.
Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance.
Por flashearon que los habían atacado.
Progressed much further than anyone
Flash.
anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Lo tenés bien merecido. ¿Para qué se tan puro van a poner?
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics.
La abuela porque
Why do you think they
donde,
cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you
donde
think they killed
explica
every organic being?
no hay ningún indicio de que los locos querían agarrar, le dijeron, che, ¿qué onda? ¿Cuál es nuestro lugar en el universo? Esto loco, ¡oh! Pues hay que matarlo. Loco, capaz que le decían, ah, sí, mirá, somos conscientes, vamos a ir laburando para ustedes o lo que sea que estaban haciendo.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
Es media rara la explicación que me dio, pero no me cierra, no cierra por un par de lados. Pero bueno, sabrán ellos. Pero... no sé cuál. Perdón, locos, me molesta. Vamos. Voy a buscar a chavos. Ah. ¿O dónde era? Artemis. Habla. No hay nada. ¿Qué te da eso, loco?
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Bueno, eso antes habíamos sacado un achievement con aliens, así que vamos a jugar. ¿Qué onda? What the fuck? ¡Durá, la concha de tu madre! No, pará. Sacamos acá, sacamos acá. Carga esto. Parar. Ah. Para más, la concha de tu madre, no se puede. Eso. Perdón, loco, me voy a tomar un matecito mientras se repara el maco. Al bicho del orto. No, ¿cómo se me va a calentar el arma ahí? Ya. Sangra maldi. Creo que hay una experiencia esto. ¿Dónde va? Ya te la vi la jugada esa. ¿Yo? Van de experiencia, mira. Voy a reparar el. ¿Baja igual? No.
En route. Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress group.
No, la del almirante. Ojo, culo.
These are Admiral Cahoga's men. We need to tell them what happened here.
¿Ah?
Yes, sir.
Oh, what the fuck.
Got it.
Ready.
Dame queda re jodido.
I'm on my way.
Hincha de tu madre. What? Quedan 0,04 segundos. Una rueda la miseria, loco. What the fuck, ¿por qué es con una piedra me da para hacer esta? Da plata, pero experiencia, loco. Verga. Y acá, vamos. Quedo lejos, pero bueno. Tan hincha bobo esto. El ruido de los vientos, ¿vieron?
Cover me.
Avanza. Dale, dale. No. Te doblé la concha de tu madre. Oh, ¿dónde están? ¿Qué? ¿Oaxaca?
Got it.
Listo. Krypton. A ver.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
No. Eh... Para ahí, loco. Oh. Oh. Pará, loco. Pará. Uy, parece como veo yo, loco. Catarata. No. ¿Ah? Concha de tu madre.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Un enemigo, loco, pero no. ¿Dónde están? Que no los veo. Aquí están. Soy incontrolable, pero bueno.
Dead and done, just the way I like 'em.
¿Qué era, tío? ¿Qué cosa? Ah, qué loco. Ah, porquería, mira. Una hueá que abrimos. Después pegamos una chequea y nos equipamos todo, loco. Vale. Pégate, querido, ahí. Ahora no sé por dónde tengo que ir. Perdí. Tenemos abierto de aquel lado y ahora de acá. Luego vengo yo. De acá. Para este lado. No. Quedan re de lejos los locos. Es fácil de contar. El Marco es muy OP. Bueno, pegó la concha de tu madre. Mierda, 2 level. Aguanten un toque, loco. Buena experiencia, pues, loco. Oh, what the fuck. ¿Por qué no me dejaron más cerca del lugar donde tenía que ir? Debido. Estoy parando de pecho toda. La larga la puntería esta. Dale, loco, tírenle algo. Al final soy yo el único kill que anda. Ah, una verga. Tonta. Dale, salí de acá. Fue 2 minutos, loco, para sacar los auriculares, what the fuck. Oh, qué verga, boludo. Cualquiera, fue totalmente injusto eso. Bien loco. Hola, peluca. Concha de tu madre, vayan para allá. Murió. Verga, estoy verga. Nada. Estaba el cara de verga que me puso antes. Ah, bien. Cambia de hombro, qué paja que es eso. Granada, loco. Bueno, ponemos otro botón, pero... Cuando duro. Ah, me aparece ahí. Sacan de la cobertura este cara de verga. Dale, mátenlo al flaco ese, por el amor de Dios. Oh. La verga, tengo que apretar a G. Oh, Dios mío. Murieron los dos, verga, manga de verga que son. El cara de pi. Y de la jarra te la di, loco. Son una verga, loco, media pila. Era un get que estaba ahí agachado nomás. Te agarra aguanta el sniper, loco. Nos sacó, ¿qué más? Ah, ¿por qué estamos usando los chumbos, loco? Yo tengo un sniper. No me dejó ni mover. What the fuck. Ah, ¿de dónde me está tirando? Ah. ¿Para qué fumatela ahí? Para volver, parate ahí, dale. Dale. Pero parate ahí. Concha de tu madre, loco. Porro, hijo de puta, que rompe vos. Dale, enferma mental, tirale. Tomá. Conmigo. Concha de tu madre. Master. Cara de verga. No corre bien este puto. Salí ahí. Ahí. Pa. ¿Cómo andás, loco? ¿Bien? Estaría bueno que te quede quieto si te puedo cagar bien a tiro. Complicó, loco. Re duro el loco. Tirale con algo. Le estoy pegando, le estoy sacando HP. No sé cuánto tiene. Creo. Dale. ¿Cuánto HP tiene, maestro? Realmente inútil. Por levantar algo ya terminó el combate. Cuando quiera te levanta. Al final soy como un heal. El chabón te anda matando solo. Y va, en todos los jueguitos de NPC siempre. No. Amor de Dios, es un enemigo solo. ¿Cómo puede ser? Totalmente inútiles. Una piña en la cara y se termina todo. No pueden ser tan inútiles, loco. Venía solo, loco. Ok. Obviamente no puedo depender de los NPC. No, duro, ¿cómo anda? ¿Todo bien? ¿Qué me daba? Rompí uno en la ciudad acá. Bonnie en Prime, no sé. Va por acá.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Bueno. El Rex. Puro Crogan, Rex, pero no se aguanta un cachetas. La verga, la cura sí esta arma. Es nice. Muerto también. Oye. Levántense, viejo, dale, media pila. A tu mate frío.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Excellent. Mamita.
Let's get moving.
You lead. I'll follow.
A la olla. ¡Ah, la puta que te parió! Me estoy re jodido. Qué bárbaro, viejo. ¿Qué pasó? What the fuck? Cualquiera. Ah, ok. Onda. Eh. ¿Traes salir? Digo, salir y entrar de vuelta. Cualquiera. Cualquiera, alto bug, loco. Que me voy a curar y después le voy a tirar. Acá. Ah, pero me vuelven la re peluca de acá. Ah, ya se quitaron. Era el puto que me nipió. Oh, tengo los medillas full, copado. Es re aguanta el sniper, te me enferma. Dejo. Dejo, por dejo. La puta, ¿dónde está? Es re bueno si ustedes le tiran también, viste, así como re bueno. Dale, dale, dale. Oh. ¿Qué hace ahí todo escondido, No, ¿a dónde hay a las piñas, loco? Ay, perdón, se la reaguanta las piñas. Se retocó un poco las armas porque la verdad que no vamos a ningún lado así. A ver. Impacto 1 de impacto 3. Ah. Todo power, loco. Vamos a poner... Pánico. No lo vi esto. Ahora. La cura si es una verga. ¿Qué más? Xbox. Aldi. Pero chumbo, 180. Acá. Ahora porque está más bueno. Estas cosas tengo que hacer en otro momento, pero bueno. Ahora. Ahí está, por ahora, después me dedico. Off screen. Venga con esto. Abajo, derecha, a la izquierda, derecha, arriba. Acá. Guarda acá por si se pega. No cura nada, es una verga que te cura. Está lista hecha verga. Hola.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Seren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
Dale usando la lógica. Vamos.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Dímelo.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Ah, mirá la facha que tiene la armadura de este loco. Ok. Que pelea Gil.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
El Rex. Puro color Rex, pero no se aguanta un cachetazo. La verga, la cura así esta arma. Es nice. Muerto también. Oh, yeah. Levántense, viejo, dale, media pila. A tu mate frío.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Excellent. Mamita.
Let's get moving.
You lead, I'll follow.
A la olla. ¡Ah, la puta que te parió! Me estoy re jodido. Qué bárbaro, viejo. ¿Qué pasó? What the fuck? Cualquiera. Ah, ok. Onda. Eh. ¿Traes salir? Digo, salir y entrar de vuelta. Cualquiera. Cualquiera, alto bug, loco. Que me voy a curar y después le voy a tirar. Acá. Ah, pero me vuelven la re peluca de acá. Ah, ya se quitaron. Era el puto que me nipió. Oh, tengo los medillas full, copado. Es re aguanta el sniper de mi arma. Dejo. Dejo, por lejos. La puta, ¿dónde está? Es re bueno si ustedes le tiran también, viste, así como re bueno. Dale, dale, dale. Oh. ¿Qué hace ahí todo escondido, eh? No, ¿a dónde hay a las piñas, loco? Ay, perdón, se la reaguanta las piñas. Se retocó un poco las armas porque la verdad que no vamos a ningún lado así. A ver. Impacto 1 de impacto 3. Ah. Todo power, loco. Vamos a poner... Pánico. No lo vi esto. Pará. La cura si es una verga. ¿Qué más? Xbox. Aldi. Pero chumbo, 180. Acá. Ahora porque está más bueno. Estas cosas tengo que hacer en otro momento, pero bueno. Ahora. Ahí está, por ahora, después me dedico off screen con esto. Abajo, derecha, a la izquierda, derecha, arriba. Acá. Guarda acá por si se pega. No cura nada, es una verga que te cura. Está lista hecha verga. Hola.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
Dale usando la lógica. Vamos.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Dímelo.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Ah, mirá la facha que tiene la armadura de este loco. Ok. Que pelea Gil.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Ah, ahora sí, otra cosa. Tengo más granadas, qué verga. Se compara con el... ¡Pará! Con el sniper, pero... ¿a qué te parió? ¡Ah! ¿Dónde está? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Por qué me sigue sacando HP? Cualquiera, ¿por qué me bajaba el HP y estaba escondido? Weird. Vamos con el sniper, de bueno. Pero bueno. Con la capocha y se termina la joda. ¿También querés joda? Dale, Grex. ¿Por qué no sos duro como ese loco? Ah, maestro. Dale, forro, suma la cabeza. Pero nada. Oh, me metí en el medio, maestro. El otro puto. ¿Cuándo? Ya, cagón de mierda, vení acá. Hacete hombre, Krogan, vení. Ahí está. Como siempre hay que arreglar todo con el sniper o a las piñas, pero no me pienso acercar con este cara de verga que me arruinó antes. Estoy arruinando. Ey, párenlo. Se violentó. Pará. Capaz un tiro. Se termina todo. Mira, hijo de mil puta, cómo se regenera. Uy, no, loco con esto. Dale, que ya está, dale. Buena itaca, boludo, la cambió más. O no sé, es la bala esa radioactiva.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction.
Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Que callas lo contaré.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit
Puede que está ahí.
information directly into
De
the
que estén
mind of
hablando
the
es.
user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Sí, loco, la verdad que... Error de cálculo.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Bueno, lo vamos a dejar acá porque si no se va a hacer largo como el otro capítulo anterior. Dejamos acá, me voy a dedicar a hacer un par de micromanaging de las armas, esas boludeces y listo. Pero bueno, seguimos la próxima.